1998 GT Performer build-up part 2. I got my standing platform completed. All the fab work on that is done, and it turned out awesome. It's got to be the coolest thing I've made so far yet this year. You can really see that D stamp hanging out on that gusset. I like how the horseshoe surrounds the GT medallion emblem coming off the back. I went through some extra trouble, one would say, to have like a hidden hardware inside there. I took a flanged nut and I welded I drilled a hole straight through it, and then inserted that flanged nut inside there, and then welded it into place on both sides, and then smoothed out the sides so that the hardware goes up through the bottom and tightens in. And the arches are cut to shape, and then that flange nut is recessed in there just a hair, so that it also utilizes one of those brakes, a brake caliper clamshell too. So there's more surface area across there to keep that from getting pinched down on the frame there. Pretty much just gonna have to do a little bit of wire brushing on it and powder coat it. So that's about it with that piece. Pretty darn sure I'm going to be relocating those brake studs now to the underside of the chainstay here. And when I do something like that, what I want to go ahead and do first is confirm that it's going to work out well. And that's when it's real nice to have one of these around. It's just a 990 plate. Dan's Competition sells a very similar one to this. This one's an old standard bike company one, but then with this I can go ahead and fix it on there and run down a mock-up and make sure that I'm going to have ample chain clearance and everything, and make sure that everything's going to work out. And if I stick this on here and I got the chain clearance, well, then I know I'm more than good, because my plate's an extra 1/4 inch thick, and when I mount the studs, when I weld them on there, I could even bring them down just a hair. As long as I know what caliper set I'm going to be running, I can run them a little tighter to the frame if need be. And so I think I want to relocate them there to kind of go for that throwback of the older Performers. And then I would probably also have the ability to run dual brake cable routing from the gyro down. So those are some of the ideas that are up in the air right now, and we'll see where this thing goes. I'm excited about this build, and thanks for having a look.